Hello and welcome to the Streamers Unite podcast. I'm your host, Dave Loudon, and you are listening to the #1 spot to keep up with everything Streamers Unite, video games, stream news, and your chance to know us, the people behind the Discord, a little bit better. I'm saying this very fast because we already did this once. Joining me today is Demonic. Demonic, how you doing today, bud?
Doing good. If you go to the mountain, stay in there. It's better. Don't have to deal with people.
Dirty Jarhead, how you doing?
Something about dying off spawn, and we're back to back to you, Zizu.
How's Destiny?
Oh, it's just great. There's a live event November 5th, and new stuff next week. Let's go.
Okay, we're also having our producer Crispy running the show, who we're not going to talk to because we're too much in a hurry. And as always, we have Molly the Clown holding down the chat. Speaking of chat, if you want to be heard, you got to turn up Discord. And if you have anything to say during the stream, please post us your questions. At the end of the show, we will address them, or maybe during the show. With that said, we would like to welcome you to episode 11 of the Streamers Unite podcast, not 10, where we will be doing a special episode, not a special episode, every episode is special, but where we will be doing an episode where we will be discussing PS5 user interface, PokePrincxss versus Nintendo, NBA 2K trying to sell you stuff, Sony is recording you, and Minecraft porting Bethesda. All right, I think did we just fast forward through all that?
Yeah, we got to do the jingle, do the jingle.
Oh, housekeeping. Da 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 da. Housekeeping. All right.
I'm gonna make you one on voice mod.
I'm not gonna lie. This take 2 was not nearly as smooth as take 1. Let's not do this. Let's not do things twice like that again. Next time we have volume. Hi, Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa Icemans. All right, we're going to start housekeeping with Streamer of the Week. Each week, our community selects one streamer to highlight that is deserving of the title Streamer of the Week. You might be saying to yourself, well, I'm a badass streamer. How do I become Streamer of the Week? And the answer is simple. Be active in the community, network, and be an awesome streamer when people come by your channel. This person is selected by the Discord, and it is up to each and every one of you to pick the best streamer each week. Feel free to throw up suggestions now in the chat for next week's Streamer of the Week. This week's Streamer of the Week, as selected by the Discord, was Leo Ruler, who barely beat out Gaming with Melon, or as we like to call him, Melon. Let's see, he plays Warzone, Rogue Company, and Minecraft and Fall Guys. And so please take this week to go check him out, show him the support Streamer of the Week needs to be shown, and let him know what this community is all about. He'll also
go check. Oh, I was about to say, if you go check him out, ask him to twerk. He's a great twerker. He loves twerking on stream, just so you know. Yeah, he's the twerker.
Oh man, we had a video with him twerking. That was epic. To say the least.
He does twerks for subs, just so everyone knows.
Works for subs. Wow, that's a little more than Leo Ruler I need to know, but hopefully that gets y'all. Oh, there we go. Pog. Let's see what he says. Pog. Thank you, everyone. Y'all are great. Close streamer of the week this week, Melon. He said, "All right, cool, man. Well, thank you so much, Leo. Close. Got it. Still close, Melon." No, Melon's probably going to come back on that. All right, next we have affiliate. I'd like to highlight this week's streamers who have reached affiliate. These people deserve all the glory for what they have achieved between their hard work and our community support. They have reached their goal of becoming Twitch affiliate. These streamers this week are, and it's a short list this week, so let's try and get more next week. We've got TM Scooty, who was last week's torch holder, and then we have the Aussie Cywolf, who both made it. As an added bonus, we will be hosting all streamers who reach affiliate, as well as Streamer of the Week, on the Streamers Unite Twitch channel for a full week. So congratulations to you all. We are hosting you. I recommend you go check these streamers out, help them grow their channels, and continue to support them. We have provided links in the chat for both of them. And did we put up the Streamer of the Week as well?
We did, yes.
Okay, perfect. So go follow those people now, please, and thank you. And let's see, community announcements this week. We changed it from community events because, quite frankly, we didn't have a lot of community events, so now it's just announcements. And we actually have these, so let's go. We are doing a giveaway right now in this very stream. It'll be drawn later in the stream, so stay tuned and make sure to keep active in the chat throughout. Crispy, what do you have to type in to make that happen? Because I know I'm going to screw it up.
I'll just do this 1 second. Oh, I spelled it wrong, of course.
Oh,
nice.
give a you
Give where you at.
There you go.
There we go.
So, exclamation mark ticket in chat.
And that will be personally given to you by me. So please, please, please give in for it now. I think the last giveaway we only had like 16 people. So the more we have, the better. The more participation we have, the better. So please go ahead, put that exclamation point giveaway up right now and enter to win $25. No gift cards, just straight $25. So, and then let's see. Now it's time, as always. Thank you, Asian Girl G. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it failed. Oh, it's not ticket this week, Asian Girl G. It's
giveaway.
It is ticket. She's already entered.
Oh.
Wait, it's ticket? You said giveaway.
No, that's just so everyone can see what the giveaway was.
Oh, exclamation point ticket. There we go. Okay, sweet. Now that I'm back on track, let's look at some clips from this last week. Let's go.
Let's go. One enemy remaining.
Oh, what a shot! That was my last bullet as well.
Time to platinum this game. Oh. There it is, baby. Whew! We did it. We goddamn did it. Platinum this game. That's all I had to do, literally. Just that. One little thing.
Oh, Jesus! No! No!
The clutch is real.
Together in the sand, we walk hand in hand on the beachfront. She smiled at me as she slightly held my hand. She had my fingers in her. Country music played on the radio, so I turned it off. We walked down to the water as she grabbed onto. That's all I know.
Oh, you're about to say something.
That's all I know. I sang a song though.
That's awesome.
Where's your beard back? We need your beard back there, Dave.
That's all I know. I sang a song.
I had. That was literally from like 9 months ago. I even forgot that clip was up there, dude. That's so epic. That absolutely cracks me up.
We thought we'd leave it in there and not tell you about it to make it more funny.
I'm dying right now, dude. I totally forgot that was in there. Surprise, Molly.
Awesome.
Surprise. Oh my, I am surprised, dude. That was great, dude. That was awesome. All right, I love it. I do a lot of singing on my streams. So if you want to hear epic Disney songs, just pop on by some time, hang out, You earn enough points, I'll sing you a Disney song. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? That's how my streams rock. So, wow, I got to recoup from that because I'm just dying over here. That was really funny. Okay, and by the way, hey, I just want to remind everyone that was a montage of us, the moderators. So everyone you saw on there was a moderator. But normally we do clips of the community. So please post your clips in the clips section of the Discord. We want to feature you. We want to feature everyone in the community in this and just make awesome clips every single week for y'all. So the more you put in there, the more we can make out of it, and it'd just be absolutely awesome. So just a reminder, post those clips. Man, I'm like red from that. That's so funny that was in there. All right, so let's just move on. So we're gonna move on to topics. Topics. Dude, see, it just gets worse and worse, dude. Come on, we gotta do something. All right, we're gonna start with the PS5 UI, and actually we have another short video to show you. Yep. All right. Perfect. Dude, that was actually very good. So the original video was about a 12 or 13-minute video that was very dry. And so we pulled that one from GameSpot. I always get those two mixed up. Credit GameSpot on that. So go check out the article that came from. Go check out their website. Make sure you give them the appropriate clicks for watching that because we love supporting other people. So but yeah, so hey, why don't we just start with how clean that UI looks. Like, dang, especially when you load right into a game. Let's say you leave your game off, you turn off your console, you come back, your game pops immediately back up, and you have your whole UI available to you right there. I mean, what do you all think of this new, clean, better look for the PS5? Why don't we start with you, Zizou?
I think it looks great. It looks, it's still familiar, like just like an updated version of the PS4 stuff, but that's a good thing because I really liked how the PS3 and PS4 UIs were, and then just like take it to the next level, just like clean it up. And it seems like the PlayStation Store part was like my favorite part. Like it just loads right up, and it kind of looks like almost like you're in an app store, like on your phone or something. It just like super clean looking, easy to find, hopefully stuff. But yeah, looks good. I
was literally just saying about that, how with the store, I love how it's actually integrated into the UI this time, because one of my least favorite things about the PlayStation 4 is you go in there and it's like, oh, I'm going to go check out new games. And then you spend like 4.5 minutes waiting for it to load up. You know what I mean? Like, well, not that long, but y'all know what I mean. Like sometimes it's enough time that it makes you go, do I really want to go in here and look at games right now because of the load time? You know what I mean? I could be playing video games at that time. So it's nice they just integrate that right into the system. And I'm hoping that they make it easier, just as easy to purchase games as well, because I feel like it's a little redundant on the PS4 when you're buying something. But that's just my own thing. Demonic, what do you think?
I'm excited. You already know. My favorite feature, the party loading. It won't take forever to load up the party. That's one of my favorite. The store is also my favorite, but best believe the whole PS5 is going to be my favorite. And when I get it November 12th, which I am going to be off November 12th, I made sure my first stream is going to be on that PS5, and I'm going to show anyone who watches just the whole user face, everything. I just want y'all to enjoy it and just to see how it is. So you're just gonna have a
it's gonna be an E3
session.
Trailer, just a live E3 trailer.
I'm going to be playing games, but that's later after I show off the UI.
But even when he goes into the game, he's gonna do that weird like pan up to the right camera angle to look at the sun real quick for 5 seconds. You know the whole
there you go.
The whole game introduction experience.
But hey, I'm gonna be one of the few people who have it. Might as well just show it off, right?
No, I'm very excited to get my hands on that. I actually also have the pre-order as well for that. So hopefully nothing, fingers crossed that nothing goes wrong. I know, right? Zizu, I tried.
It's
fine. It's fine.
They always scare me. I don't know. I hope nothing goes wrong with the PS5, but like the first release consoles, not that they're obviously not that the PS3 or 4 was bad. It's just sometimes the first consoles are like, oh well, if you bought this, it might have exploded. Because
Red Ring of Death is what comes to mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Honestly, I'm perfectly fine if my PS5 exploded and I could get a new one. At least I can say I had the first gen
At least you
of
had
the
the first
PS5.
Well, Sony is surprisingly good about customer service in that way too. So they will fix. They generally will fix any issues like that. I remember I actually had a PS3 die on me, and it was like, oh, for $100 we'll just send you a whole new one. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
They are very, very good about that. I gotta say, one of my better one of my more favorite features is the both the non-screen interruption for clipping or screenshotting, because I am at heart an old school. I never had the Elgato, I never had the PC. I just had to be mid Apex match, hit my share button, look at my watch, go cook some eggs, come back, then hit square again to get that clip. I died by the time I came back into my screen.
True.
Right.
And then I got my clip for whatever I just got. So that, that no game interruption has to be perfect. But also the trophy thing, man. If I've never ever wanted to look at my trophy list and spend 35 minutes trying to look at what trophy I just got, because it would just take the removal of the load times is gonna be so sweet.
Yeah,
especially
it's gonna be awesome.
So nice.
People.
That
it's
SSD,
gonna be
man.
so incredible. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible.
And then it's also easy. So not only do you have the SSDs that are built into the motherboard, which I think native is like 850 gigs or something like that, but then you're also going to be able to put in extra memory cards basically to upgrade all that to up to 2 gigs. Probably by the end of the life cycle, it's going to be up to 6 or 7, who knows, even 8. So that's going to be really nice. A nice feature to have on that. And so
just remember, not just any memory cards, M2 sticks.
M2 sticks, correct. We discussed that last week, I think, when we were talking about last week. Sticks.
Yep.
It's crazy how memory has gone from being like, a card that you put in your computer
NASA.
to just like basically, yeah, seriously, like a disk drive basically you got to shove in there. Now it's just these little sticks that you just pop in there, almost like your memory. It's nuts how the change in that has come, and the technology going forward and how quickly that's happening.
It's gonna be a Listerine strip that you put under your tongue, and you know everything in the universe.
Pretty much.
I must say, my honestly, I'm gonna paint you a picture with one of my favorite features here. So we all have that friend, right? We all have him. Who's like, hey man, we're in a party chat, right? And he's like, hey man, check out my game. And you're like, oh god, he's just gonna show me something stupid he's doing. I don't really want to watch him, but I don't want to be rude because he knows that I'm watching him. You know what I mean? So it has that feature where I can just put his thing in the corner, while I'm still playing my game. You know what I mean? So I can say, oh yeah, I'm in there watching you, but really I'm still just hammering away at Apex Legends. You know what I mean? So that we all got that friend. He's like, no, join up, watch me. It's like, I don't really want to watch you. I want to play my game, man.
I've honestly never used SharePlay on PS4.
Really?
Never did.
Oh,
never have.
Great, man.
The only thing
I don't even know how it
didn't
works,
see-
to be honest.
The only thing that we didn't see in that video, or at least in that little watered down version, I don't know if they speak about it later, is the time of SharePlay, because it was only like an hour on the PlayStation 4, and then you have to reopen it. So I don't know if they're gonna increase that timing, but if they can somehow make it to where it closes when you close it, that would be phenomenal.
I feel like they did that for reasons of like they want you actually buying the game instead of sitting there and having your friends kind of mooch off of your copy of the game. I don't know.
I mean, that's also YouTube.
And honestly, it's like if I'm going to share my screen with someone, come to my channel. Come watch me on Twitch. Let me have that extra viewer instead of watching me on your PlayStation, in a sense.
I guess that's very. I don't know. I just feel like that was my argument though. Like Twitch and YouTube do that anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
If I want to be in my just me, I don't stream. I just want to watch my friend play Dark Souls when I'm playing Apex. I could just leave it up forever.
Yeah.
But I do understand your point of view though there with the go buy the game.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And
it's a money thing. At the end of the day, it's a business. At the end of the day, we can't
a money thing.
Yeah, we cannot forget
if it's not making them money, then they don't want to. I mean, they want to limit
That's how the world runs, right there.
Yep, exactly. On Dunkin', sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts.
Go get some coffee, people. So, anything else notable anybody wants to talk about that we kind of missed? The card system or anything like that? I mean, what does everybody think of the card system in that UI? Like, basically, how instead of does that do anything for anyone? How you can like get tips and tricks through these cards that are integrated into the game?
I personally don't even look up YouTube videos as walkthroughs. I'm hard-headed and want to figure it out myself. You can ask my friends. They like, why don't you look it up on YouTube? I'm like, no, I'm going to figure this out myself. So that's cool. I love the card thing. Yeah, I love the card thing, and I love that it kind of gives you a hint on like how to get the trophy and like how long it like. I don't think it went over this, but it actually tells you how long it will take to get that trophy. I know it said that in the video, but that's pretty cool, and how it leaves your game up in the back screen. That's really cool too. But the whole walkthrough, granted, it does help a lot of people, and a lot of people do want that, but it's not my cup of tea, should I say?
Very cool. Well, with that said, streaming should be pretty great on that. Hopefully, that's the one thing they didn't show us in this whole video, and I don't think they showed it, is how streaming is going to work on there. How's the interface for streaming? And as streamers, that's something we're very curious about. So, any thoughts or predictions on how streaming is going to work? Do you think it's going to be?
I was going to say, we were speaking about that during the video. I even forgot to mention that. I'm glad you brought that back up. But I was saying, since it literally stated that it no longer interrupts the game screen, like there's no longer a different screen, a different menu interruption. Does that mean if you don't have a capture card or any of that stuff and you're just streaming from console, is it not going to blue screen you when you want to hit your menu and get in the game with your friends, or when you want to look for something real quick at a trophy or whatever?
Or switch games even.
Or
you have to shut it off to switch games.
Yeah.
You can shut your stream down.
So that might be huge.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they fix the whole shut your like stream down if you change games. I understand. I understand why they blue screen like the main menu, because it helps mitigate people giving out their information on accident. So I can understand that. For sure. Privacy, because people.
But if you have a capture card, you're doing that anyways. You know what I mean? Like they can't control it.
But the capture card is your choice rather than PlayStation leaking your information by accident. I guess
it's a way of PlayStation kind of saving themselves. And even when I go to the blue screen, I go to like chat screen where they only can see my face.
Yeah.
So.
Well, fair. Well, speaking of streaming, we got some streamer news here. As you know, we also cover that as well. And the article that we're going to be reading out is from Nintendo Life. It's popular Twitch and TikTok star PokePrincxss has been sued by Nintendo. I love these. Whenever Nintendo sues someone, it's always the best. This is by Ryan Krokdak. That sounds like a made-up name. Anyways, so popular TikTok star, user, Twitch streamer PokePrincxss has been forced to rebrand and hand over money to Nintendo after being sued by the company. Gaining a mighty 1.9 million followers on TikTok and more than 50,000 followers on Twitch, the star has been selling merchandising based around her branding and also trademark of her username. Her name and merchandises are both inspired by the Pokemon franchise, with items including imagery and things like Pokeballs. Just so you know, Nerdy, since you've been gone, I've been practicing my numbers. I've just been standing in a mirror saying numbers. You notice how I went through that real smoothly?
I was listening.
Awesome. You were waiting, weren't you? You were waiting for the trap.
I was waiting for it.
The star has been taken to YouTube to explain the reasoning behind her sudden channel name change, telling viewers that she'll now be known as Digital Princess XSS, dropping the Pokey from her name altogether. I was young and dumb, and I was just going full force with it because I didn't know what I was doing was wrong, she says. PokePrincxss, now Digital Princess XSS, has received a cease and desist order from Nintendo and believe that it may have been issued thanks to the merchandise imagery, her trademarks, and the fact that she also works in the adult film industry. Ding, ding, ding. Presuming that Nintendo might also want to distance herself and keep up with this family-friendly image. Speaking on Twitter, she once said, remembering to please be kind to Nintendo and not harass them. I am on Nintendo's side, and even though I've showed emotion about the name change, I still respect and understand why they did what they had to do. I love Nintendo, and so should you. So this brings up a really interesting point because I know a lot of streamers do actually have trademarked things in their name. Even I looked this up beforehand. Even I have the Triforce in my branding. It is okay for me to do that, and I'm pretty conscious about branding because I am the brand manager of the Discord, so I actually pay attention to that stuff. But a lot of people do just end up putting imagery and different like names based around IPs, and this is a great example of why you probably shouldn't do that.
I mean, I don't want to sound rude, but if I'm just a Joe Schmo and I'm like, hey, let me just steal Mew and the Pokeball and sell that as mine, you gotta that's you can't. There had to have been some kind of, that might be copyright, or that might be like, it's literally the entirety of the Pokemon. It's not like, oh, your name was PokePrincxss, so we're suing you for everything because it's just POKE, and that could just be PokePrincxss.
Yeah.
No, she has an entire Mew and a Pokeball on her merchandise. That's
But
Yeah.
I mean,
they also gave her a cease and desist. What I've read is because she was getting into adult filming also.
which I could understand that as well, but that is that.
Yeah.
I mean, the
They
shirts
didn't-
have
they
to be
didn't-
my biggest.
Yeah. Well, they didn't want her to have that name anymore because they didn't want to be Nintendo didn't want to be associated with adult filming.
Adult
But
stuff,
do you think Nintendo would have gone after her anyways, regardless of if she had this, like, if she did go into the adult? And let's be fair, do you think she actually is going into the adult film industry, or do you think she just has an OnlyFans? Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's considered.
Same thing.
I feel like as big as it
Oh,
is, that might be considered a adult film.
OnlyFans puts themselves away from that category. They put in their statements that they are not an adult film industry, although people use that website as that. But
Yeah,
OnlyFans has came out and said they don't want to be seen as an adult film industry or seen for pay for nudes or something like that. But honestly, I
feels
don't
like they're going
It's
down the Tumblr route.
too late.
They're
They need to
going down the
lean in.
Tumblr
Yeah.
route. Though.
Yeah.
It's
The
too
second
late.
Tumblr removed adult stuff from their site, Tumblr would like died because
Yeah.
that's what it was known. It wasn't that. It was just known for that.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's why they're not getting rid of it. It all comes back to
Yeah.
money. They're making a crap ton of
Making
money,
huge money
just
off
off
of
of
that.
the yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
because it was
it's
supposed to be like Fiverr, right?
It basically
it was supposed
offers
to
up
kind of
the
like
same. Well, it offers up the same services as like a Patreon,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they just got to lean into what's happening, I guess, if they want to keep making that money, or they got to start banning people. And I don't think with the money they're making, they're going to start banning people because that's just how money works. You got to lean into it.
yeah, no, of
Yeah,
course, that's understandable.
The more money someone has, or the more money that someone makes you have different rules. They might say you don't, but you do. So.
Oh yeah, well look at just what
course,
happens on Twitch alone for some of their bigger name streamers and how they handle issues with them. If it's not a Dr. Disrespect thing.
Wasn't somebody almost banned or supposedly banned for wearing a Dr. Disrespect skin as their game character or something like that?
What?
Yeah, that was.
I have no idea.
Like
That
the
was like a
Rogue Company
producer-
thing that's happening right now?
I think so. Yeah, they were wearing like a Dr. Disrespect skin and got banned on stream for wearing his skin in the game.
Because I know
Wow.
that for a fact that Rogue Company has that whole Dr. Disrespect like
Oh yeah, I was reading on
level
that.
and everything coming out. We probably should have covered that. We're not going over that this time. We might talk a little bit more about that next time.
That's
but
fine. I mean, it's very fresh. Like that's not.
Yeah,
it
that's-
happened like maybe 2 days ago. Not even.
Yeah.
So
there's that
It is-
whole they had a whole release video and everything about that, but it's pretty interesting. Let's stop talking about OnlyFans and get back to this. Like, we'll just see what I mean. Like, really, it's
no, but
let's get back to the actual
understand.
question I was posing. Is like, do you think that you should use branding, other people's branding, in your own personal branding? And let's hear from Zizu because we haven't really heard much from him.
Like me personally, like, so with my logo, I have Spawn as the logo, and I have emotes based off him and stuff like that. And I was actually just talking about this. I don't know if it was with you, Dave, but it was for sure with Mar.
Yeah,
I was
actually,
like,
it was with me. I remember that.
yeah, that I don't want to like start making merchandise or anything like that until like I might change my logo because it is trademarked and I do not own that character. It belongs to Seth MacFarlane. But yeah, it makes me nervous. Like if I ever want to do merchandise, if I ever do get bigger, like do I have to like change it, or should I change it for legal reasons? Or yeah, it just makes me a little nervous. And something I can easily avoid too.
I would say being the character you have as your like emblem, I would probably say yes, you do have to change it.
Yeah,
I think especially as you keep growing. I mean, because here's the thing that I mean, just as like with everything I know about branding, your brand is you, and if whatever you choose to carry forward as your branding represents you, and if you have to, let's say you do get big based around that branding, and you have to end up changing that, that is detrimental to your growth. So I just want to say, since we are I know a lot of the people watching right now are streamers, and I know a lot of people out there want advice on stuff like this. Change it now. Just change it now. Avoid the hassle. Do something similar but different, and then that way you're growing with a brand that's your own and not using other people's stuff. And that's legit my best advice. I'll tell you that 100 times out of 100. That if you're using copyrighted material as your branding, change it. Because if you ever do get big, having to do it later is going to be detrimental. And so, and that's all I have to say on that. Anybody got anything else to say about either? Have any of you even ever heard of PokePrincxss XXSX?
Nope. I have not, but I'll be honest with you. Now I guess it's a bittersweet thing now, because yes, she's being sued. But if you know about this news, then at least you know about her new name, and it became an article. But imagine if this wasn't an article and she just got sued, and now you're looking for PokePrincxss on YouTube or something everywhere, and nothing comes up, and you don't know how she changed it to Digital Princess. You have no idea that was her new name. It's just something like that would have been that has to be the worst part of this entire process, like you were saying, because you grew up on the brand of PokePrincxss, and now it's just Digital Princess is just some new person that came out of nowhere that you might not even know. So many people have, princess or king or something in their name that you might not even know that's the same person you were watching prior. Yep. So that has to be the most detrimental point to this entire thing, besides the money, obviously.
Yeah. So, perfect. Well, moving on from this, we're going to start talking about some NBA 2K21 has unskippable ads. This is from Mark DeCamps, and this is coming off of comic book / gaming CB. Let's see. NBA 2K21 players have noticed an interesting change. Players now have to sit through an unskippable ads for the Oculus Quest 2 while loading a game. This appears to be the case across all 3 versions, and fans are understandably unhappy with the new addition. NBA 2K21 received a lot of negative publicity when 2K revealed a $70 price point for the next-gen version of the game. It remains to be seen whether or not the next-gen version will similarly feature ads like these, or if the backlash will convince 2K to remove the features. Either way, fans want to see a change sooner rather than later. Have you encountered ads while playing NBA 2K21? What are your thoughts on the addition? Let us know in the comments. Okay, we don't need to go through that. So this is just a quick little rundown of what's going on with this. And honestly, I don't know if any of us play 2K21 who's currently in here. I know Mystic Donkey is a huge fan of 2K21. We also, and I think it was on our 3rd episode, we had Demon.
We should have got Mediocre in here.
Yeah, Mediocre in here to tell you. Our correspondent Mediocre. Shout out to him. But yeah, we know that he is on the Dallas Mavericks, and actually his opinion would be very valuable on this. We might ask him about this later. But what do you all think about unskippable ads in full price games? Let's start with you, Demonic.
I think it's BS. You're going to tell me I'm going I don't play 2K, but if I bought a full version of a game and got told that I'm going to have ads in it on the loading screens, I'm going to be kind of pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
Mystic Donkey's actually saying in the chat they did this last year as well. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah,
Mystic.
They did, and they got rid of it. I do believe.
Oh, so they did it again.
So they decided to do it again.
Just don't learn here at 2K.
Yeah. But other than that, I know they were having a problem with you could customize your roster or something like that in the loading screen, and you can't do that as of right now. And a lot of people are mad about that too. So
interesting. Yeah, it's the whole thing about you're able to like actually set out your lineup in the loading screen and everything in this.
Yeah.
This time you can't actually do that because you're too busy watching this ad for something you probably don't want if you're playing NBA 2K.
I can tell you right now, if I'm playing any game, I don't want to see an ad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
now, let me switch the scenario around. Let's say that you got this game for $20 instead of $50. They have a $20 version of this game, but it has unskippable ads. Would you pay for that, or would you be more okay with that? Yes or
do
no?
they offer the same graphics, the same loading speeds?
Everything.
Do they same everything? If I'm paying $20 for a new game, then so be it. Like I'll watch a 5-second ad in a loading screen. But if I'm paying anything above, honestly, anything above $50 $50 or more for a game, don't give me ads.
Yeah, I don't want ads. Yeah.
A lot of people, you should, I mean, that's kind of the standard we set, even with like Hulu. If you paid, $5 more a month, you get no ads. So I don't know why they're forcing ads.
I think they're trying to make more money in a way. And they're getting rid of it because of all the backlash, as Donkey said.
Yep, Donkey just pointed out they are just squashing
but
this.
I'm thinking if they didn't get as much backlash, I guarantee you paid $70 for you paid $70 for a game. They would have kept it and would have told you, hey, pay $5 more a month and we'll get rid of the ads for you. I guarantee it.
2K, man, they're coming up with all sorts of
which is ridiculous when you think about it, because let's say you buy the system and then the game, so you're pushing you're nearing half a K, over half a K to watch ads.
$100 for the version with PS4 version that comes with.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's say you just buy the $70 version with tax included. You got the PlayStation, depending on where you live. Like me over here in Texas, I paid with taxes $548 or something like that at GameStop, and you include a $78 game. I'm almost paying $700, and I'm going to be watching ads.
Yeah,
come on.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome to the new world, my friend. We're just shoving advertising right down your throat.
I mean, if they would do it in a way where, like, I don't know, when you load the game in or something, there's like how Rocket League used to have the little news box, or I think it still does actually, in the bottom right corner, and it tells you like stuff going on with their community, but just like a different ad or whatever. That's in the main menu. That's not bothering me. Whatever. It's just sitting there, and they could just keep playing whatever if they want to do that. But for me to be, I can't just hit X. I can't nothing. It's just there. It's just there until it goes away. No. Even on YouTube, that's free. I skip ads.
Yeah. Apparently, to be honest, to be honest, some people might argue, "Oh, it's just the loading screen." I still don't care. Like, I don't want to hear an ad. Like, I'd rather just watch a steel screen.
I was gonna say, I don't want to be in a game and it's just like, have you tried Hulu Plus? Like, I don't want to put that in my.
Well, not to mention they're trying to sell you an Oculus Quest. I mean, I'm sorry, but the 2K21 crowd is not the same crowd who's going to be playing Oculus Quest 2. Plain and simple.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the same people.
True.
A lot of people who play that 2K21 are like, honestly, that's all they play. That is their game. They're not going to go out and spend $300 on a VR unit. And no, it's like barking up the wrong tree with that one. So I don't even understand what Oculus was thinking, saying, oh yeah, we'll buy that ad space, no problem. And the other point I was going to bring up is I think they tried to hide it a little bit. Like, so apparently the ad was coming up before the announcers. So it was supposed to be like, oh, this broadcast was brought to you by, like Oculus Quest type of deal. You know what I mean? And try and make it more like the experience. But it's like, why are you taking the part of the experience that everybody hates from the NBA? Nobody likes watching the commercials. Just go right into it.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm playing a sport game, like let's say the NFL, I love the announcers. I'd rather listen to them announce everything. I love the whole EA Sports, it's in the game announcing. I love all the announcing going into it, and I want to hear my team's roster get called out or my team's name getting called out, saying that this is home field advantage or something like that. But yeah, just like you said, I'm not going to sit there and want to listen. Today, Oculus Quest 2 came out, and you can purchase it for $300. I think it is $300. I don't want to hear that before my team comes out, or gets announced.
Don't take me out of my experience. I paid $70 for this experience.
I hate I hate hearing it on TV. So why would I want to hear it in a game?
And then
I pay for the
and then you
Hulu
get to stream that game to your however many viewers.
There you go.
Yeah, and they get to watch that stupid ad with you.
That's it right there. That's it right there. And remember, hey everyone, exclamation point ticket in the chat for a chance to win $25. Just quick advertisement in the middle of this. Zizu, you have any thoughts on this?
I think we covered it all. Like, if you have to pay money for a game and go through ads, I think that's BS. Like, if it's a free game, it's a little different. But like, I get upset enough as like just product placement in general. Like, there's not too much in video games, but I know like Death Stranding had like a Monster energy drink product placement that was like stupid obvious. So I was kind of like, why is this here?
Yeah. Makes no sense whatsoever. So, we're just going to leave it at that. I thought that'd be a pretty interesting article to bring up this week. Can I say, though, on a side note, that Oculus Quest 2 looks awesome.
Oh, I got to pay more to get Dave out of here?
Yeah, brought to you by Oculus Quest 2.
If you pay $5 extra for the podcast, then you can get Dave to stop.
Can I skip this ad?
But I heard they got rid of like the screen door effect. I heard that they've improved the controls. I've heard all sorts of stuff, man. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm actually tempted for a $300 price tag on a VR unit. That's tempting.
Let me recover from paying $600 on a PS5 first.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Oculus Quest 2. Okay, moving right along. We've got another ad. This is a PlayStation Day. We will be, Sony will let PS5 owners record their voice chat and snitch on fellow players. This is from The Verge by Jay Peters, a name I can pronounce. Some PlayStation 4 users who downloaded the latest 8.0 upgrade had an unwelcome surprise this morning. Their console informed them that Sony had the right to record their voice for moderation purposes. Here's a couple examples, and they go through some Twitter stuff. Initially, the update released notes containing no mentions of voice recording, but at some point today, Sony clarified the message meant in an update in their official blog post. Here's what Sony said in their exact language. Following this update, users will be seeing a notification about party safety, and the voice chats in parties may be recorded. Voice chats recording for moderation is a feature that will be available on the PS5 when it launches, and will enable users to record their voice chat on PS5 and submit them for moderation review. The pop-up you're seeing on the PS4 right now is to let you know that when you're participating in a chat with a PS5 user post-launch, they may submit these recordings for their PS5 console to SIE. To translate that statement, it seems that by joining a voice chat, even with an older PlayStation 4, your voice may be recorded and submitted to Sony for moderation by another user. This could certainly be invasive in theory. Anything you say in voice chat could be sent to Sony without your explicit consent. But the feature could also be a useful tool to help people report bad party members that may be harassing them. Based on Sony's language, it doesn't seem as if Sony has actively listening to all of your conversations they're having with your pals during your last round of Fall Guys. The 8.0 software has changed the way parties and messages work and added new avatars, potential communication controls, and support for authenticator apps for two-factor authentication. And in another move to prepare for the PS5 launch, Sony has rebranded the PS4 Remote Play mobile PC and Mac apps on the PS Remote Play. You'll be able to use the apps to connect to the PlayStation 5 with the new console launches next month. So there's actually a lot to unwrap this. Let's just start with Sony can now take, I guess, how do I put this? Sony can now take recordings that someone else has submitted to them and listening to them without your consent. Is that, I know Demonic and Nerdy were actually going at it about this before. So let's kind of just pick up where we left off there. What do you two think of this?
I wouldn't say we were going at it. We kind of, we agree on the same thing.
I mean, literally been fighting if you know, like just throwing flow. It's pretty much, no, I'm just kidding.
But no, I think it's BS. Well, I'm not going to say it's BS. It could be helpful, but you're in a party for a reason. You really only join a party with friends, and just y'all keep it between each other. Someone's going to get butthurt.
Stitches, y'all.
Yeah, someone's going to get butthurt and then like report just because they got butthurt for one saying. You know, kind of suck it up a little bit. Now, if you're getting bullied and all that, you can leave the party.
Leave the party. Why are you in that party if
yeah.
you're getting harassed?
Yeah.
Why are you in that party?
But
Please.
why go as far as report a friend for just being like saying a your mom joke or something like that? Like, obviously there's going to be other things. Sure. Yeah. Like, but that's just most of the time people are playing around and you're just going to get them banned for it. Like if I actually used PlayStation Party Chat or just PlayStation Chat in general, like, and I got banned because my friend got upset because I called him a piece of trash, which I do to my friends all the time, and I got banned for it. Best believe I am going to come to your house and I'm going to make you upset, and I will give you a reason to be upset.
In game.
Right now, Skype's like, hey, we've got this.
In game.
In game.
But no, but honestly speaking, though, that has to be one of, like, I could never imagine. First of all, when you're with your friends, you know, there's podcast Jarhead, there's podcast Demonic, and so on and so forth, and it's just the three of us at 4 a.m. yelling at each other on Call of Duty, Jarhead and Demonic, and etc. so forth and so on. So if you're first of all, if you're getting harassed, get out of the party, please just leave the party. I mean, listen, it's not worth that 1 or 2 games of Call of Duty. It's not worth that friendship, bro. Get them off your PlayStation list. Find the new if you're sitting in a party to get harassed just to play with people, not the move. Not the move, Chief. I don't care if they're good. There's other good people. But also, if you're randomly going to get hurt by what your friend happened to say and they get banned for that, that is, I mean, how much context could possibly be in that? Because if you're speaking sarcastically, who's the person on the other side? Do they understand dark humor? Do they not understand dark humor? Who is reviewing this? Because if I say some messed up dark humor joke that I love dark humor, but if I say that and it's somebody who's never heard or never really tolerated dark humor, I'm gone. I'm more than gone. I'm on a list. Because they don't know who I am. They have no idea who I am. I don't share a relationship with this person. It's a random moderator that's just going through a system that I got reported, and there's no context to that. There's no relationship there. So I'm just gone no matter what, because you decided that you wanted to get hurt one night at 4 a.m.
In all honesty, if PlayStation decides to keep this, if I were to give one thing to anyone, stick into a party with best friends, great friends that know your humor.
Yes,
and
please.
And if you have a random come in, just be respectful.
Yeah.
Just act like you're on stream. So that's all I gotta say.
But it's not part of the problem though that people are having with this. Is it's like now everyone is like Sony's watchdog.
Now you have to be PC all the time. Yeah, now you have to be PC all the time. You know, I mean, I'd rather protect yourself, you know, and be safe than sorry. Obviously, nobody wants to do it, but I'd rather you not get your account banned. You know.
Well, and how stringent is Sony actually going to be? Are they gonna look into the context? Or are they just going to be like, oh, you said XYZ, so now you're banned? You know what I mean?
But that's literally what I was just saying.
That's a good question.
That's literally what I was just saying. I have no. That person does not know you, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't just report our audio and then it's just me saying, yo, Dave, bro, never play this game again. You're trash. Like They don't know me. They don't know me.
But
I'm gone.
And the person who's listening to that audio in Sony and PlayStation headquarters, they don't personally know you and they don't know your tone of voice and if you're being sarcastic or not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They have no idea who I am. They just heard me call another person trash and he reported me. And they're like, oh, yeah, you got to go, dude. You're toxic.
It's going to be interesting to see where this leads and who actually gets banned with this. Part of me thinks that Sony's going to be pretty liberal with what they're actually going to ban for. I think it's probably, to me, I feel like Sony's not going to, throw the hammer down for me calling my friend trash. But I mean, anything about murder, suicide, anything about like actually harmful content.
I wouldn't I wouldn't say suicide unless you're telling someone to do that. But I think it's cracking down on racism and
which is good.
And just harmful things to the world. So But I
But
think
usually
that's
people
what
are smart and they say
do.
that in game chat. They don't even. You're not in a party chat saying that to anybody. You are saying that in game chat on Modern Warfare.
But-
You're not in a party.
Which you can honestly still report on Modern Warfare now because they added that and they can replay the audio on their end and you'll be banned from that game.
You'll still be banned for that too. Yeah, for sure.
So it should be an interesting road. We'll see where this leads. You got any thoughts on this, Caesar? You've been a little quiet during this conversation.
So for the most part, we're all streamers anyways, and we have nothing to hide. And so there's a lot of stuff, we say it's like not inappropriate, but it's just like our humors and stuff. So we don't really have anything to hide. But like the only reason I can see you getting in a party that's not with your friends is certain games, like for instance Destiny, like all the high level content like raids and stuff like that, you like go LFG. And so a lot of times if you want to do it every week, you play with people you've never met before in your entire life. And there's some, for the most part, like it's good. Every once in a while you'll get that one guy that's like super racist or super whatever, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Usually he's like 13.
Sorry for my cousin, but but just like every once in a while, that's like the only situation I can picture that's like you're not in a party chat with friends. But
and I have, and it's gonna be funny. I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, as everyone who watches this know. And one thing that happens on the regular is, let's say I'm a killer and I do something, quote unquote, according to other people in the game, that's toxic, as in like tunneling or something. People who play the game know what that is: tunneling or face camping, things like that. I will get invited into parties so people can come in and cuss me out,
trash talk you,
just trash talk me and tell me I'm garbage. I get messages constantly from people if I do that. So I used to do it a lot before I knew how to actually, the etiquettes of that game. But I just get trash from people calling me racist names, calling me homophobic names, a lot of homophobic names, which to me is very surprising, and stuff like that, where it's just like, come on guys, like, why are you telling me this? It's a game. This is part of the game. You have to learn the strategies to deal with when people do this. Why are you doing this? So to me, I feel like it can be a very useful tool for something like that, where it's just like, dude, these people are just spreading pure hate. So it some of that does need to be squashed, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know why people are so uncomfortable with this, because every single one of us has one of these in their pocket, right? This thing is listening to you 24/7. I don't care who you are or what you're saying. That thing knows what you're telling me, because freaking Facebook
for sure
pop up with an ad about Cheerios when I'm talking about Cheerios. It just happens. So everyone out there who's like so pissed off that, Sony's listening to me, shut up. If you're carrying a phone in your pocket, just shut up. Your phone is listening to you say that, and we'll give you a Sony ad for a PlayStation 5.
And Alexa and Google. And
I was about to say that all of those things do that. It's my point is really just the person, the moderator, or the auto, because and it might not even be a person. It might just be a like system that looks for trigger words and just bans you off of words, which would also be ridiculous.
It's like I don't hate the fact that it's just listening to me. I hate that action can be brought. Hate the fact that knowing that someone could just be a little salty or just hate you or something and catch you at the right moment because they lost the game and report you, and you can get banned.
That is, we'll see how Sony chooses to moderate all this and how it all shakes out. With this comes a whole other system of like, is there a repeal process? Is there, things that they are getting into really murky water here with everything that's going on. So it should be interesting to see. I'm actually very interested. I use PlayStation parties constantly. And a lot of people are complaining about the new updates to the PlayStation parties being attached to
messages.
Groups.
And you can't even make your own party anymore. You have to invite yourself on like an alternate account.
That's only on PS4 though.
Yeah, which honestly, that's still kind of annoying though. And this is not really it's not really related to the whole part, like the whole recording thing, but the fact that they bunch those together and now you can't start a party unless you have someone else in a message. I wonder how many people will subsequently make another account and then be like, you know what? Since I have a Smurf account, let me play on it, and start ruining people's experience on like very low casual gameplays because they're like, oh, I'll just play on this account anyway, and just go into like a level 0 lobby and ruin people since I have to have this account regardless.
Yeah,
like that. I hope that is not a thing that happens, but if you kind of make people make another account, they'll probably play on.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, that's just human nature in general.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity to to troll,
and it's not subtle either. Like, I was telling my friend earlier, she joined the party that I'm not in, but since she was in my message group, it says she started a party and who she's playing with and what game she's playing.
My phone's been going off.
Yeah, it just sends you every single notification of who joined, when they joined, what game, and it just says you have received a message. It doesn't even say. It have the courtesy to tell you that is not anything important.
Oh man, that's been killing. I actually had to turn my notifications off on my app because of that reason, because it just kept popping up. And I was like, did I get a message? No, you didn't get a message. This person just entered the party. Oh, great. Well, I did not need to know that.
And I don't know who this is, nor do I care.
Yeah, nor do I care. It's because someone else is in this party that I'm in and invited somebody else in that they wanted to play with. It's just like this whole system's got to be. They've got. I mean, they're not going to revert it. Obviously, they do need to find a way to move forward with it to make it more manageable.
I've been spared. I only add people on PlayStation that I personally know, or I continually play with. And that's about it. Other than that, I add them on Activision. Don't get notifications for that, or I use just Discord. That's the only one way I talk on a game is a Discord.
Yeah, you would just hope that the solution to not having the problem is not using the system. That's not the marketing.
A lot of people are forced into it.
I was gonna say that's not the marketing you want for your system. Hey man, how do I get into this party? Yeah, use Discord.
You use Discord. Yeah, download this other app because we ain't doing it the right way, and that's not good for their ecosystem by any means. I mean, I like to think of that old saying: if it's not broke, don't fix it, and they definitely just kind of broke it more. So, and who knows what is this going to look like when it actually feeds into the PS5? Like right now, we're looking at this whole system out of context, right? They're doing all these updates.
That's just speculation. That is
for
speculation.
The PS5. Yeah. So we'll see how, once we boot up our PS5, once we have everything going, how this ecosystem's actually going to work. There's obviously a huge half of this that we're not seeing right now that will be unveiled on November 12th. So I guess we just kind of got to wait and see. With that said, we've been talking a lot about Sony. We're going to move on to a little bit of Microsoft news. So Bethesda games will be Xbox exclusive, but don't expect Xbox to say that out loud. This is from Forbes, and it's written by Paul Tassi. Yesterday, a lengthy interview made the rounds between Kotaku and Phil Spencer, which included some pretty random stuff. The Series X can load games faster than the Series X due to the lower scale textures, but it's also the closest Microsoft has come to saying, yes, its upcoming big Bethesda game will be Xbox exclusives and not on PlayStation. And that's probably the closest they will come to saying it, at least before the Series X launches. The breakdown of the exchange on Kotaku asked Spencer if they could still recoup the $7.5 billion investment with the huge games like Elder Scrolls 6 that are not sold on PlayStation, which will no doubt move 100+ million copies this coming generation. Spencer replied point blank, yes, before elaborating. Excuse me. This deal would not done to take games away from other players' bases like that. Now we're in the documentation did we put together was how do we keep other players from playing these games? We want more people to be able to play games, not fewer people to be able to play these games. But I also like to say in the model, I'm just answering directly the question that you had. Oh geez, an ad popped up. Oh my gosh, should have paid for this. When I think about where people are going to be playing the number of devices that we have xCloud, PC games, and Game Pass on our console base. So I don't have to go ship these games on any other platform other than the platforms that we support in order to kind of make the deals work for us, whatever that means. So what does this actually mean? Well, Spencer is saying without saying it outright that yes, big games like Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield, wherever Bethesda makes next outside of the existing deals in place, like the Deathloop will likely be an Xbox exclusive. But the definition of Xbox exclusive at this point does not mean just Xbox. Microsoft is evolving Xbox this generation, especially to represent in its higher ecosystem that includes Game Pass, xCloud, and streaming. So going forward, Xbox will be thought of less as a physical box and more of an entire platform ecosystem like Netflix. By default, that'll seem to leave out some rival consoles like Nintendo Switch and PS5, and maybe see Nintendo agreeing to run Game Pass xCloud on Switch, but Spencer seems to indicate there might be some issues with that. But Sony, yeah, I don't think so. And so by that definition, no, you will not be able to play these huge Bethesda games on PS5 in the future, and Microsoft seems to think they can afford that. There's a little bit more of this article. Please go read it. Give them the clicks, give them the likes. But with that said, what do you think of this whole move with the Bethesda? Because Microsoft seemed to be when they bought Bethesda, very upfront, like, oh no, you're still going to see, Elder Scrolls 6 on PlayStation. You're still going to see Fallout on PlayStation. They also own Machine Games, ID Software. A lot of big games that PlayStation has been promoting very heavily are now owned by Microsoft. And so we've seen in the past things with like Minecraft still going out on other systems and stuff. But do you think that they are actually going to be hoarding these games? Let's start with. Oh, I was going to say let's start with this one.
Yeah, Zizou. Go ahead, Zizou.
I'd be surprised if it would be on PlayStation, but Bethesda stuff will still be on PC, which is fine with me. And yeah, like they said, like there's a couple Bethesda games coming out at the beginning of this console generation, which are still PS5, and I can't remember which ones they were, but they're like a couple of smaller ones. We've talked about them before, but like they're bigger titles. Like they'd be stupid not to have them on Xbox, just because they really don't have exclusives right now, besides like Halo and Gears and Forza. Like they really don't. They need those exclusives to push those consoles and push Game Pass and xCloud and all that stuff. Because right now, like they don't have that game that people are like, oh, I'm buying an Xbox. They don't have that.
I can tell you right now, one, I will be pissed off if Microsoft makes this an exclusive. I am a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I have Skyrim. I've played Oblivion. I have ESO. I still pay for ESO Plus. And Microsoft, listen to me closely if you're ever paying attention to this.
Oh, they are.
Your biggest base on Bethesda or any Skyrim game is on PlayStation. Elder Scrolls Online, the biggest the most people who play Elder Scrolls Online, PlayStation. People are not going to buy your Xbox because you make an exclusive. I guarantee you we're all going to start buying PCs, which I already have one, and I'm going to buy it on PC. I will not stoop so low to buy your Xbox. I want you to know that.
But literally, they just addressed this though by saying they're not saying Xbox is a box anymore. They're saying Xbox is a service. You know what I mean? So you're still going to have to download Xbox Live onto the client onto your PC and run it through that. I mean, how do you feel about that?
How much do I have to pay? Is it that $15 a month?
No, it's going to be, I mean, you probably could just buy the game through Xbox. But what I'm saying is you're still going to have to support that system.
So I got to run like Origin, Steam, and then now Xbox Steam. Yeah.
Yes. But
you play.
If all I have to do is download some dumb Xbox app on my thing, I won't make it some fast desktop icon because I don't want to see that ugly X on my desktop anyway. But like I will pay for the game and have that downloaded in the background, sure. But if I have to pay something monthly to pay a $100 game, because I am going to buy the top grade of it, 100, 120, no matter how much it is, then no, I'm going to be really pissed. But I don't think they're going to stoop that low. But if they do make it an Xbox exclusive, I am going to be salty. I'm already a little bit salty because they even mentioned that it could be. You are getting rid of such a high fan base, and that's the majority of your fan base if you take it away from Sony. Microsoft, you are losing money if you do that. And I know it's about money, and you're losing it.
Me personally, I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see all the high profiles, the Fallouts, the Skyrims, the big games, you're gonna see those on PlayStation because they know that there's still money there to be made. And regardless, and honestly, PlayStation fans you are the prototypical PlayStation fan, Demonic. They know you exist, and so they're not dumb or ignorant to that. So I think that they are going to release some of these, especially the Elder Scrolls and the Fallouts. They know that there's money to be made, and they know that you're not going to be paying for their Xbox Live services or Xbox.
Just so you know, Xbox. I'm not lying. Elder Scrolls right here. I'm lying.
Just cross that out and write Xbox on the top of it. But
yeah.
But they know PS4 for life. Thanks, Biff. I agree with you, but I think they are aware of that fact. But I think what he's trying to, this is a typical I was pinned in a corner by a reporter type question, where they're like, okay, well, here's what I would need to tell you, but honestly, we're not dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. And so I truly believe that they are going to release those bigger games. But a lot of these smaller titles coming out of Bethesda, maybe even like Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein's a great example of a game that didn't do great on PlayStation. It did all right. They could throw that on Xbox and make it an Xbox exclusive and make it look really good. Like, want to play the next Wolfenstein? Come to Xbox. And I don't think you'll have a lot of PlayStation people going, well, you know what I mean?
No,
like, shaking fists at it.
Take Wolfenstein. Go ahead. Take it. Just don't take my Elder Scrolls.
I was going to say, it would it would have to be the next... it would have to be the next Halo hybrid, some kind of like Gears thing where it's, it is hitting, and it's hitting so nasty that I'm spending $700 to get. That's what they have. That's what they have to understand. Yeah, I was gonna say that's what they have to understand. Like, this game better slap. Whatever it is that they want to keep as their exclusive. If it is not making me spend $1,000, bro, keep it.
Well, I could easily see Starfield being, because it's a new IP, be very easy to keep a new IP all to themselves. So that's something that I think they would keep.
Listen, if they come out with something amazing, then we'll see in the future, man.
Yeah.
But
I personally think they're going to create a whole new game to be Xbox exclusive, and whatever Bethesda has come out before, then just make it everything. But I think they realize that Microsoft bought this whole company. I think they realize it might not make people buy Xbox, but they're still making money on it on PC.
What's funny about Xbox, though, is I don't think they're so concerned about people buying that box. I think they want people buying into their ecosystem. I think they want that $14 a month, so you can go in even on your PC and just play any of these games. I mean, think of this, Demonic. What if you just bought Xbox Game Pass for a year? You found a deal somewhere at $60-$70, and now you have access to not only Elder Scrolls, but you have access to all of Bethesda's games at that point. I mean, how long
I've had this game? I've had this game since it launched. And to be honest, I'm not going to pay $15 a month for the whole entire time so I can play this game. I just want to buy the whole game. I will pay you $120 for the top tier game for Elder Scrolls, and just leave me be. Let me play it whenever I want to, and so forth, so on.
Sure.
Yeah. I will. If you're going to charge me something for an MMO RPG, $15 a month, and don't give me something special, and I keep getting charged every month for 4 years, I'm already paying way more than the game is worth and has been worth. So.
Yeah, that's very true. Any last thoughts on this topic before we wrap up this old podcast, episode 11?
I think we're good, but I mean one little thing kind of related but kind of not related I want to throw in there is that when they're doing these whole like exclusive things now, and they're trying to, hey, this game's great, but you have to get this for it or whatever. I think they have to also take into account that the free-to-play area is ridiculous. I mean, the games that are free-to-play are literally ridiculous.
Genshin Impact. Let's just talk about
Fortnite
that
is literally disgusting for years. Apex is not the greatest, but it is still disgusting for years. Like Rocket League will never die. And that wasn't always free-to-play, but it became free-to-play, and that is set in stone forever.
Dead by Daylight needs to go free to play.
Yeah, it does, and it will be in stone forever. And also, Genshin Impact is literally the biggest release free to play.
It was free. You can go play that. Right? I mean, Sisu was playing Genshin Impact.
But that stuff is ridiculous. So you gotta so they need to start like, all right, well, if we're charging $70 for this, it better be.
Yeah, I know, and well, I think they're getting smarter with that too, because now they're kind of tiering their releases. Like you're seeing, even Spider-Man Miles Morales is only $40, $50, because they realize that it's not a full price title. The free to play market is actually forcing them to relook at how much they're charging for some of these titles that aren't necessarily worth now $70 on the next generation.
They gotta. It's definitely gonna be a weird. It's that with everything else that is going on, that's also going to be another huge factor. That's a weird battle. Yeah. So no, it should be pretty interesting. I'm sure we'll cover more of that as we do the podcast next week. We will definitely be back next week with another
Dave.
episode. Yes, sir.
Torch, my friend, and then also
yes.
Yeah, also, just to show how much of an ESO fan I am. What is this?
What is this?
I even have this.
What's that blob that you're holding in your hand? It looks like a giant duper fell out of an airplane and landed in your office over there, bro. What is going on?
It's from the expansion pack of ESO. So it's a dreamer.
Man has everything in there.
Yeah, that's how much I love ESO. Never stream it, but
never stream it.
Right there.
I mean, listen, some games are not. Some games you don't stream, man. That you play, you don't stream.
Yeah.
Some people will play World of Warcraft for 30 hours in a day, and there's not even 30 hours a day, but you can't stream that game. It's some of the grinding. Some of the grinding is boring. Yeah,
it's like RuneScape for me. I play RuneScape, but I don't stream it.
Fun to play, boring to watch, kind of thing. Yeah, you gotta.
Absolutely.
But Torch though.
So Torch. So we've forgotten housekeeping. Torch. Our torch holder this week is. I gotta find it. Okay. This week our streamer is Icemans with 4 Z's. He plays Call of Duty, Warzone, and Rogue Company. We're working to push this person to affiliate, so please get those lurks up for him, or better yet, stay and watch for a bit. The quicker we get this person pushed to affiliate, the sooner we can put a new torch, and that's especially Icemans. He's probably like, yes, I've been waiting for this the whole time. Yes. So the sooner we get this guy to affiliate, the sooner we can pick a new one, and that's especially true with the new way that we're doing that. If we don't get him to affiliate quick enough, we're not going to pick another one this week, and it's just going to roll over to next week. So please help us. Everyone in the community be as active as possible in helping us push this torch holder forward. With that said, go ahead.
Yes. I was just going to say giveaway. If you are not part of the giveaway, make sure you type !ticket to get a chance of winning $25.
Right now, we are going to give you the next 60 seconds while we have Nerdy Jarhead answer random questions from me.
All right, let's go.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't have anything prepared. I wish I did.
Wow,
that'd be
come on.
funny
though.
I
would have, should have thrown something.
Do all turtles have shells?
I believe all turtles have shells, but some of them are soft and some of them are hard.
That's what she said.
It's fair.
Family friendly, everybody. Let's go. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Yeah, if you give it to an owl, 3.
Well, okay, let's find out.
If you give it to an owl, it's 3.
Will Elder Scrolls 6 be bad enough that Demonic actually does not play it?
Nah,
impossible.
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 Elder Scrolls puts so much time into those games, bro. It is such a hard franchise to mess up, bro. I don't believe that
they put so much time into the game, so they can see me put so much time into the game. It's what they do.
It's almost. I mean, it's like I've always said. I love Monster Hunter, but Monster Hunter is like maybe 1/6% of what Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I can't stand Monster Hunter.
I love Monster Hunter. I love the grind of Monster Hunter, but it's just the same damn 8 monsters.
What do you think of the movie? You missed this last week. What do you think of the movie coming out with Mila Jovovich?
I don't like any game adaptation movies or shows ever. I've never ever. Especially if they're live action, rather. I've never liked any of that. I've never appreciated any of those. I don't know why they don't just do them animated, so it would look so much better in the universe that you already like. Because I already see it through a game screen. I'd rather see that but not me playing.
Well, then Paul Anderson couldn't put his wife in it, basically. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true. I think me and Nerdy would be great friends in real life. We agree on like everything.
and my final question to you, Nerdy.
Well, because you only get like 2.5 hours, 3 hours max to do like 570 hours worth of game or story or 800 episodes worth of anything. It doesn't work. There's too much to be explained.
You think a TV series would be more enticing on something like that?
If it's live action, probably not still, because then TV series are like, well, we know the story went like this, but what if we added fireworks and explosions at this part? And then like somebody dies who never died in the game. It's like, like
I mean, the Resident Evil franchise has like 9 movies and it still makes just as little sense as it did when it started. So
yeah, but I was gonna say it never made sense to begin with, so they can get away with that.
Yeah.
They can literally get away with that. It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter. But when you take something like a game like that, you have to nail it, man. People are hyper fans.
All right. And final question: how many times do you think Zizu is going to rage quit Destiny in the month of November?
He's not going to rage quit it, but he will complain that his raid teammates are trash. 1,000,000%. Every good player,
careful, you might get banned.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. True.
Just don't be in Sony chat.
But if I know anything about a new raid coming out, it is always that the better players will know exactly what to do 3 hours in, and still a month in, somebody's gonna take the light node or whatever it is and walk off the map and ruin the entire raid in 4.5 seconds.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, last chance, guys. You literally got 5. Last chance. Got 5 seconds. Exclamation point ticket. Join the giveaway. We're about to draw it. Give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right,
Crispy, let's do it.
And drawing a winner. Aya.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go. She is very deserving of this. So Haya, get in touch with me in the Discord. I will PayPal you $25 if you are listening. So
imagine Haya not even be in the chat anymore.
Shit, there's a possibility she's not in there, but
just like her brother.
she is a big enough member of the community right now that she deserves this, man. So regardless of if she's in the chat or not, big congratulations to Haya. Just let me know how you want that money sent to you, and we will get it to you.
She's been messaged already.
I will cash app it to you. Whatever you need to do, we'll get that to you, or I'll get you a gift card. Whatever you want to do. So just get in touch with me, and we will take care of that. So with that said, all right, everyone, that is our show. I want to thank Nerdy, Zizu, Demonic. Thank you guys so much, Nerdy. It's so good to have you back, man.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, dude, it feels great having you here. So I've missed you. I literally sent him that Will Ferrell meme of him like, I missed you, wine spilling all over his face.
Yeah.
Because I've missed him so much. You are invaluable to this podcast, and we love you on here. So hopefully, if you have time, if you have some time, yeah, absolutely, man. Just let us know. You can be on every episode if you want. So and then Zizu, Demonic, as always, thank you so much for being here. Zizu, you're becoming our new regular. Basically, you're here just about every week. So thank you so much for that.
Almost.
Demonic.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about you, man. We love you all the same, man.
The ESO sauerkraut mustard German hot dog eating friend moderator of the Discord.
Don't bring it up. I just got over the hot dog thing. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave. But no, hey guys, thank you so much for being here and for helping out today. You've just watched the Streamers Unite podcast, where each and every week we're here to discuss the latest gaming and streaming news. I just want to sincerely thank you all for being here. I really do. I also want to thank Motley the Clown and Crispy for production. They do a lot with me before this happens. We usually start this process on Saturday, and it takes us about 3 days to get this all set up. So I just want to thank you all for helping out with that and helping us pick topics. All this production stuff you see right now, this is all Crispy and Motley, mostly Crispy, a lot Motley too. So I just want to thank you all for just your help with that. And then thank you for watching, everyone. We will now be rating one of our great community members, Metabone, great streamer, and so stick around, watch him. He is playing, I believe, Escape from Tarkov.
Escape from Tarkov, yeah.
Tarkov.
Tarkov.
Escape from Turok. I want to play that.
Escape from Valhazak. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
the
play
dragon
Escape
and
from Turok. I'm in. I'm absolutely in on that. Should we do some commentary real quick of Metabone right here? Should we?
He's doing a night raid, and that's scary enough. I don't know if I want to watch this, man. That's this game. This game makes my heart.
I don't know enough about this game.
I mean, well, if you die, it's over, Chief. So,
damn.
Whatever you took in, you lose.
Doing a night raid. Okay.
And he's doing a night raid. Yeah. The night. The night.
There are other people, like real people, trying to kill him right now.
Yes. There's player-made scavs. There's like bots. There's player-made scavs. There's other players with other gear. You can have like different night vision goggles too. I think the best one is like $10,000 or something, or $100,000. I don't remember which one. But it's like black and white vision, other than the green that he has right now. So he's not wearing the most expensive one. But I understand why, because I wouldn't either. They're freaking expensive.
Yeah, this game seems pretty BA, to be honest, pretty cool. So I might play it.
You can stack smaller backpacks into bigger backpacks. You can make your own space. If you want to go ahead.
Rate, you know, you go rates. Come on, bye.
See ya.